going to say it?
Say what?
You shut up. Listen, she's going to say the word.
Released in 1986, this film is the result of what happens when you mix a legendary puppeteer, a rock god in tight pants, and a teenage actress navigating a maze of mind-bending challenges. Whether you're here for the nostalgic trip down memory lane or a curious newcomer wondering what all the fuss is about, strap in as we journey through the magical, whimsical, and slightly bonkers world of Labyrinth. Jim Henson's tale epitomises what happens when a puppet master is given a free rein and a hefty budget to indulge in his wildest fantasies. The production is a visual feast, a cornucopia of practical effects and set designs that scream 1980s in the most flamboyant way possible. From the moment the film opens, it's clear that this is not just another fantasy film, but a living, breathing piece of art. The labyrinth itself is an intricate maze of impossible architecture, where staircases lead nowhere and optical illusions abound, making one wonder if the set designers were trying to out-MC Escher. The sets are vast and detailed, each corner of the labyrinth feeling like it holds 1,000 secrets. The design team was led by production designer Elliot Scott, and he created a world that is both fantastical and slightly unsettling, perfectly capturing the film's whimsical yet eerie tone. The attention to detail in the sets, from the moss-covered walls to the quirky, crooked paths, is astounding and contributes significantly to the film's immersive quality. The special effects, while groundbreaking for their time, now have a delightful retro charm. The CGI owl in the opening scene, which might have been cutting edge in 1986, now looks like something from an early PlayStation game. But who cares about realistic CGI when you have practical effects that hold up remarkably well? The craftsmanship of Henson's creature shop shines through in every puppet and animatronic character. The goblins, each with their own distinct personality and design, are marvels of puppetry, their movements fluid and expressive. Ludo, the gentle giant, and Hoggle, the grumpy dwarf, are standout examples of the shop's artistry, with their intricate designs and lifelike animations making them feel like real beings rather than mere props. Costume design deserves its own special mention. David Bowie's wardrobe as Jareth the Goblet King is a mesmerising collection of tight pants, flamboyant capes and enough glitter to make a disco ball jealous. Costume designer Brian Froud's vision was to create outfits that were both otherworldly and fit for a rock star, and he succeeded spectacularly. Each outfit is a bold fashion statement that perfectly complements Bowie's larger-than-life persona. The contrast between Jareth's extravagant costumes and Sarah's more grounded yet still fantastical attire underscores the clash between the real world and the dreamlike labyrinth. Jennifer Connelly's wardrobe captures the essence of an 80s teenager with a penchant for medieval cosplay, making her the perfect counterbalance to Bowie's ethereal glam. Her outfits, designed to reflect her character's journey, from a dreamy, immature girl to a strong, determined young woman, are thoughtfully crafted to enhance her character development. From her simple white blouse and jeans at the beginning to her ethereal ball gown in the masquerade scene, each costume piece tells a part of Sarah's story. The film's production design is not just about creating a beautiful world, it's about building a living, breathing environment that feels as much a character in the story as Jareth or Sarah. The sets are interactive, designed to change and react to the character's actions. This interactivity brings an added layer of engagement to the film, as viewers are drawn into the labyrinth's many twists and turns along with Sarah. The production team also employed innovative camera techniques to enhance the labyrinth's disorienting nature. Forced perspective, clever use of mirrors, and rotating sets were used to create the illusion of impossible spaces and to play tricks on the viewer's perception. These practical effects, combined with the film's dynamic cinematography, make the labyrinth feel like a living puzzle that constantly shifts and changes, keeping both Sarah and the audience on their toes. Moreover, the film's lighting and colour palette play crucial roles in setting the tone and mood of different scenes. The warm, golden hues of the dreamlike ballroom contrast sharply with the cold, dark and eerie tones of the labyrinth's more dangerous areas. This careful manipulation of light and colour helps to guide the viewer's emotions and underscores the narrative shifts between wonder and peril. So what does this all sound like? Well, the music of Labyrinth is as iconic as the film itself, largely thanks to the inimitable Bowie. His contribution to the soundtrack elevates the film from a mere fantasy adventure to a musical experience. The songs which he wrote and performed are catchy, eccentric, and perfectly suited to the whimsical world of a labyrinth. Magic Dance, with its infectious beat and track that captures the film's playful spirit and remains a favourite among fans. It's the kind of song that gets stuck in your head and refuses to leave, much like the image of Bowie's codpiece. Bowie's other songs, like As the World Falls Down and Within You, add emotional depth and texture to the film. Bowie's haunting vocals and evocative lyrics give these scenes an additional layer of meaning and resonance. It's like listening to a rock opera while watching a surrealist painting come to life. Complementing Bowie's rock sensibility is Trevor Jones' instrumental score, which provides a lush, atmospheric backdrop to the film's fantastic visuals. Jones' compositions range from whimsical and light-hearted to dark and suspenseful, enhancing the film's emotional and narrative depth. His music weaves seamlessly with Bowie's songs, creating a soundscape that's as varied and unpredictable as the Labyrinth itself. Together, Bowie and Jones craft a musical experience that's integral to the film's enduring appeal, making the Labyrinth feel even more alive and vibrant, as if the walls themselves are singing along. It's a symphonic journey that you'll want to get lost in, even if you never find your way out. David Bowie as Jareth is arguably the most inspired casting decision in the history of fantasy films. His performance is a masterclass in scene stealing, blending charisma, menace, and a hint of seductive charm. Bowie's portrayal of the Goblin King is both bizarre and magnetic, making it impossible to imagine anyone else in the role. His musical numbers, particularly Magic Dance, are highlights of the film, showcasing his unique ability to turn a children's movie into a rock opera. Bowie doesn't just play Jareth, he embodies the chaotic, glittery essence of the film itself. Jennifer Connelly, playing the protagonist Sarah, brings a youthful earnestness to her role. Her journey from a petulant teenager to a determined young woman is the emotional core of the film. Connelly navigates the labyrinth with the blend of naivety and growing confidence, making her a relatable heroine. Her interactions with the various creatures of the labyrinth, from the grumpy Hoggle to the lovable Ludo, showcase her ability to connect with an array of fantastical characters, grounding the film's more surreal elements. She's the every teen thrust into a world of weirdness, and she handles it with commendable aplomb. The supporting cast of puppets and goblins adds a layer of whimsical charm that only Henson could achieve. Hoggle, the reluctant guide, and Ludo, the gentle giant, are standout characters, each bringing their own brand of humour and heart to the story. The ensemble of goblins provides comic relief and a touch of chaos, ensuring that no scene is ever too serious. The dynamic between the human actors and the puppets is seamless, creating a cohesive and enchanting world that draws viewers in from start to finish. It's like a Muppet show on acid, and it's every bit as entertaining as that sounds. The plot of Labyrinth is a delightfully convoluted adventure that begins with a simple premise. Sarah, a teenager burdened with babysitting duties, wishes her baby brother away to the Goblin King. To her shock, her wish is granted, and she must navigate a labyrinth to rescue him. The journey through the labyrinth is a series of increasingly bizarre and whimsical challenges that test Sarah's wit and resolve. The plot unfolds like a series of fantastical vignettes, each more imaginative than the last, making you wonder if the screenwriters had a competition for who could come up with the weirdest scene. As Sarah ventures deeper into the labyrinth, she encounters a host of strange characters and puzzling obstacles, from talking door knockers that engage in petty bickering to a perilous bog that threatens to snare her in eternal stench. Each trial is a testament to the creative minds behind the film. The labyrinth itself is a character, ever-changing and full of surprises, reflecting Sarah's internal struggle and growth. The plot's episodic nature keeps the viewer engaged, never quite sure what will happen next. It's like a choose-your-own-adventure book, where every choice leads to something more fantastically odd than the last. At its heart, the story is a classic hero's journey with a modern twist. Sarah's quest to rescue her brother mirrors her own path to self-discovery and maturity. The film cleverly intertwines moments of introspection with high-energy escapades, balancing the whimsical with the profound. The climax, set in an M.C. Escher-inspired stair maze, is a visual and emotional crescendo, encapsulating the film's themes of choice, responsibility, and the power of determination. The resolution, while satisfying, leaves just enough ambiguity to keep the magic alive, long after the credits roll. It's a narrative rollercoaster that's as unpredictable as it is fun. One of the central themes is the journey from childhood to adulthood, encapsulated in Sarah's transformation. At the film's start, she is a typical teenager, more concerned with her own fantasies than with reality. Her journey through the labyrinth is symbolic of her internal struggle to accept responsibility and grow up. By the end of her adventure, she has learned that adulthood doesn't mean abandoning her imagination, but rather balancing it with the responsibilities of the real world. Another prominent theme is the power of choice and self-determination. Throughout the film, Sarah is faced with decisions that test her resolve and character. Jareth's seductive offers and the labyrinth's many temptations represent the distractions and easy outs that can derail one's path. Sarah's ultimate triumph is a testament to the idea that strength comes from within, and that one's destiny is shaped by their choices. The message is subtly woven into the narrative, making the film's conclusion both empowering and thought-provoking. The film also explores the nature of fantasy and reality. Sarah's initial retreat into her fantasy world is a coping mechanism for dealing with her mundane life. However, as she navigates the labyrinth, she learns that true strength lies in confronting and overcoming real-world challenges. The interplay of fantasy and reality gives Labyrinth a timeless quality, allowing it to resonate with audience of all ages. It's a fairy tale from the modern era, reminding us that it's okay to believe in magic while still facing life's responsibilities head-on. Even if it is just the nostalgia magic dust infusing what is a glorious glitter-infused fever dream, it still continues to captivate me to this day. Maybe it's the practical effects and puppetry. Maybe it's Bowie's tight trousers. But this 1986 classic is a testament to what happens when you throw a puppet master, a rock god, and a teen actress into a fantasy blender and hit puree. It's a wild, wonderful ride that somehow makes sense, even as it defies all logic. From a production standpoint, Labyrinth is a dazzling display of practical effects, intricate puppetry, and whimsical set designs that make you feel like you've fallen into an MC Escher drawing after one too many dib-dabs or ring pops. The Labyrinth itself is more than a set, it's a living, breathing entity that changes on a whim, much like David Bowie's hairstyles throughout the film. And speaking of Bowie, his costumes are an ayahuasca experience all their own. Musically, Labyrinth is a masterpiece, thanks in large part to Bowie's unforgettable contributions. His songs are not just catchy tunes, but integral parts of the film that will have you humming along and questioning why more movies don't feature rock stars in spandex. Trevor Jones' instrumental score complements Bowie's tracks, providing a lush, atmospheric backdrop that makes even the Goblins seem classy. The themes of Labyrinth are rich and resonant, exploring the journey from childhood to adulthood, the power of choice, and the balance between fantasy and reality. It's a story that invites viewers to embrace their inner child, confront their fears, and understand that true strength comes from within, or at least from a really good hair day. Culturally, Labyrinth has left an indelible mark, influencing countless artists, filmmakers, and fans. Its distinct aesthetic, memorable characters, and unforgettable music have inspired a wide range of creative works, from modern fantasy films to cosplay conventions. The film's dedicated fan community keeps its spirit alive, celebrating its magic through fan art, tribute performances, and conventions. It's like Comic-Con meets Studio 54 with a healthy dose of Jim Henson magic. Labyrinth is an experience, a glittery musical rollercoaster through a world where anything is possible and everything is slightly bonkers. It's a wild, whimsical ride that encourages us all to embrace the magic within and reminds us that sometimes the most nonsensical paths lead to the greatest self-discoveries. Whether you're a lifelong fan or a bewildered newcomer, Labyrinth promises a captivating adventure that will leave you enchanted, humming magic dance, and possibly questioning your fashion choices long after the credits roll. So grab your popcorn, dim the lights, and get ready to lose yourself in the wonderfully wacky world of Labyrinth. And remember, in the words of the Goblin King himself, you remind me of the babe. Thanks for joining me on this whimsical journey. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the weird and wonderful world of cinema. Let me know in the comments what your favourite part of Labyrinth is. David Bowie's unforgettable performance, his tight pants, the stunning production design, or perhaps the magical music. Until next time, keep dreaming, stay curious, and remember life's a labyrinth, and it's all about the journey.